an hour from here, a little bit further north near Brisbane, which is the capital city, and lived here most of my life, aside from a couple of years in the States. I lived in New York for a couple of years doing the investment banking corporate type jam. And that's really what ultimately led me here, because I realized I didn't want to work 100 hours a week for the rest of my life.
Nice, man. I hear you, man. So what made you come online?
So I originally dabbled online in 2011, like pretty early in my like I'd just gone from university into corporate, and pretty quickly I was like, I don't know if this is what I want to do with my life. And so I started digging around, and I bought a website off flipper.com. I'm not sure if you're familiar. Yeah, it's just a website marketplace, right? Yep. And that was just selling like social signals back then. Like I didn't really know what I was doing. So, like people sell like YouTube views and Instagram followers, and like it was just doing that. And then I was just outsourcing the delivery. And I made like 10, 15, maybe even 20 grand, like pretty quickly. But then that market got kind of flooded and my job took off. It got real busy, and so it kind of died. I always kept a pulse on kind of what was going on in the online marketing space because I found it fascinating. But didn't really do anything until 2017. This is when I was living in the States, and I had a 2-year contract there. And so I was going to come back to Australia, and I was in that phase of life, like late 20s, where didn't have kids, didn't have a mortgage. Life doesn't get more simple, it gets more complicated. So I was like, if I'm going to make a change, I gotta do it now. And bought a Tony Robbins book, and bought Jeff Walker's launch book, and read them. I flew to St. Louis for a bankruptcy hearing for a company that we're working with, and read those books. And then as it goes, once you start buying that kind of stuff, the ads start appearing, right? Like Facebook, YouTube, Google ads, like, oh my God, they're everywhere. And I got hit with an ad from Russell Brunson over at ClickFunnels, which everybody knows Russell, about their affiliate bootcamp at the time, becoming a ClickFunnels affiliate. And as we were just talking about kind of off air, it just made sense to me. It was like, look, I don't have the capacity to go and create all my own stuff right now, so I can just get a link, and if I can get people to click on the link, he's going to do the rest of the work for me. And that just made sense to me in that moment in time. And so I kind of went deep down the affiliate marketing rabbit hole, initially with like SEO and blogging was kind of my gateway drug. And then it took off from there, and went full time in September 2018, and I've been doing it ever since.
Nice. So how did you know that you could do it? Because and the reason why I asked that, because a lot of people, they say they try, but they say, man, don't work, I quit. So
everything works. Everything works. It's just people don't try for long enough, right? Like, so my first year, I was working, as I said, I was in New York. I was working 80, 100 hours a week. But I needed to figure it out because I didn't want to go back and do the same stuff in Australia. And so I started this blog. I couldn't be on social media because the companies we worked with were really like quite high profile, like multi-billion-dollar publicly listed companies. And so I couldn't be seen